go. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun. You know what? I'm going to get a water real quick. And I'll be right back. All right. What's up, everybody? Let's go ahead and hop on in to this game. So, Clippers start out with a lead. A little 8-9 action. Up and under by Pat Bev. Can't get the layup to go. Devin Booker gets it. Oh, they got a steal, though. Paul George, step back three. Yes, sir. Paul George is going to have to make up for what happened last game. Pretty embarrassing what had happened. So we'll see if what he can do today. Ooh, bad pass by Jay Crowder. Trying to get it inside to Ayton. Got stolen. Paul George gets it inside to Zubac. Zubac kicks it out to Man. Kicks it back out to Reggie Jackson, who tries to make a three. No good. Jay Crowder is going to kick it ahead. Chris Paul back in. And he's going to shoot a fadeaway baseline. Ooh, way off. Air ball. And, ooh, Devin Booker almost had the steal. But it's going to be out of bounds off of Booker. Booker with the face mask. Because, yeah, that's right. He had a broken nose a couple games ago. So we'll see how that pans out. Oh, turnaround fadeaway is good. Excuse me, by Paul George. So a 6-point lead right now for the Clippers. What up, Yuki? That was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me over on ProTech stream. That was good. Oh, DeAndre Ayton gets inside and one. And DeAndre Ayton will go to the free throw line for for a 3-point play opportunity. Good pass there by Booker. DeAndre Ayton misses the free throw off the front of the rim. Reggie Jackson now coming back the other way. Gets it over to Patrick Beverley. Patrick Beverley is going to shoot a three. Oh my goodness. In and out and could not make it. And in transition, there goes Ayton knocking down another dunk. Uh-oh. A little tangled up there by Zubac, and Ayton doesn't turn into anything. Pat Bev misses a three, but the Clippers get the rebound. And it looks like they're going to call a foul against Ayton. They're battling it out between Zubac and Ayton inside, and it didn't work. Nice no-look pass there by Chris Paul, and running the floor by Ayton. I love it. I still see us going 12-5. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but we'll see. We shall see. The season's a funny thing. Paul George is going to draw a foul, and he was trying to get it on the shot, but it looks like it's going to stay on the floor. So that will be an inbounds pass for the Clippers coming up. 2-point lead, 7:12 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a look a little bit at the box score. 6 points for Crowder, 6 points for Ayton. And then everybody's already scored for the Clippers. Paul George, in this time, is going to get fouled on a three-point play, a three-point attempt, and he will go to the line for 3 shots. How is that a stretch? I just don't like I don't like Jimmy. I do like your coach, but I think that's a little bit of a stretch for y'all's roster, to be very honest with you, but we'll see. Oh no, they're gonna call Zubac going to the line. Interesting. So the foul was on against Zubac. Is he gonna go to the line for 3 shots though? Still, it's kind of interesting here. Not quite sure what to make of that. No, he only goes for 2, so I'm not quite sure. That was weird. Jay Crowder ended up with a personal foul, and Devin, I don't know. Okay. All right, here we come. Chris Paul gets it to Ayton. Ayton gets it to Booker. Booker driving, kicks it way out to, and bang! Nice three-pointer there by Johnson. Cameron Johnson with a 3. Zubac to Jackson. Jackson guarded by Crowder. And he gets inside. Mid-range jumpers good by Reggie Jackson, keeping a 3-point lead there for the Clippers. Nice pull up there. I like the pick and roll game. Reggie Jackson used it. Oh, they're going to poke it away. Looked like Paul George poked it away from Booker, but they're going to say it's... Clippers are trying to say it was out of bounds off of Booker. Looked like it was out of bounds off the player who I think it was Paul George who knocked it out, but it's hard to say from the angle I had. Of course, they're not showing that replay. I hate the NBA's replay system. Yet, Washington going 10-7 is not a stretch. I mean, some people think that we're even going to have more than wins than that, but I think Skins could definitely go 10-7. But they could easily go 8-9. And they could easily go 12-5. Who knows? I think 10-7 is right around a reasonable prediction, yeah. You can say 9-8 if you want to, that's fine. But I don't know. I just don't see it. I just don't see... I know you guys are going to get a lot of players back, but I don't like Jimmy. I'm not a fan of Jimmy. Your defense, I don't think, is as strong as it used to be. Still going to be a solid defense, but I don't think it's as strong. Now with Fitzpatrick, we'll see. We'll see, Yuki. We shall see. All right, so Phoenix Suns and Los Angeles Clippers got a 3-point game. Cameron Johnson just came off the bench to knock down that 3. Bridges went to the bench. Oh, you know what's funny is Paul George earlier made a 3, and I saw that. I actually noticed. They said Terrence Mann was the one that made that 3, but that is not the case. So they ended up taking away his 3 points and giving it to the proper person who actually made the bucket, being Paul George. So Zubac has 4 points, all of them coming from the free throw line, also with 5 rebounds already. So Zubac with a nice start. Looks like Morris is about to enter the game. We'll see. All right, we'll see. Maybe you're right, Yuki. Maybe you're right. I certainly hope you're wrong, but maybe you're right. Maybe you are right. Nice. Nats beating the Marlins 6-0. I thought about picking up their pitcher, too, the Marlins pitcher, but I opted not to. Glad I did. Glad I did. Yeah, I'm never wrong. Confidence is key, Yuki. Confidence is key. Gotta have some confidence, that's for sure. Gotta have some confidence. I'm gonna pull up my RuneScape. No, never mind. Play a real RuneScape on the side. All right, we're back. DeAndre Ayton gets the inbound. So they did say it was off the Clippers. And then Paul George is going to get another tipped pass that goes out of bounds. Interesting game so far. Clippers certainly in desperation mode right now. And here comes Devin Booker backing down, man. No, that's Patrick Beverly. Kicks it out to Cam Johnson again. And no good. But DeAndre Ayton gets the rebound, spinning, and can't get the hook shot to go. Good offensive rebound there. But unfortunately, it could not get it to fall. Zubac kicks it over to Pat Bev. All right. Paul George now. Thought about a step back three, didn't like it. Gives it back to Reggie Jackson. No good. Try to pull a three, and the rebound goes to Cameron Johnson for the Suns. Now Booker tried to go alley-oop, but Ayton caught it, and he knocks down the mid-range jumper. So alley-oop attempt didn't work out, but DeAndre Ayton ended up with it anyway, and it's now an 18-17 game. Suns only down by 1. Clippers with the ball, though. Clippers. Paul George guarded by Booker. And he's going to shoot a mid-range jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Jay Crowder the rebound. And let's see if the Suns can come away with a lead here. Chris Paul in and out dribble. Almost lost it. Good defense by Man to poke it away. But Chris Paul got it back. Chris Paul inside. Mid-range fadeaway. Off the side of the rim. No good. Paul George the rebound. Ooh, nice pick there by Bev. Could have got called for a moving pick, to be honest, but he didn't. Reggie Jackson gets inside. Little floater there. Teardrop. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, yeah, you've never heard my voice. That's true. That was true, Yuki. Oof. Oh, my lordy. Devin Booker. Runner. No good. So it's 20-17 now. Clippers on top with the ball. Paul George pump fakes. Kicks it back out to Pat. And then Paul George's going to be left open, and he misses the three. Jay Crowder is on the ground right now, holding his mouth. Looks like he took an elbow to the mouth from Paul George, and he is certainly acting like he got knocked out or something. This is terrible. And we'll see if anything comes of it. Let's take a look at the replay. Paul George leaned into him. Ooh, he did take a nice elbow there to the mouth. Hopefully that doesn't leave too much of a mark, but we'll see. Yeah, I know I sound kind of white, but I'm actually black. Hey, who cares? I don't care. I don't care what the quote unquote color of your voice sounds like. Okie dokie. So, Payne enters the game, and he hits a little floater there. Nice shot for the Suns there, Mr. Cameron Payne. Pat Bev has it on the other side now, so it's 20-19 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Paul George getting double teamed. Now nobody's guarding him. He's going to shoot a three off the back of the rim. No good. Ayton with the long rebound. Payne driving the lane again, feeling it. Oh, Zubac with the block. Nice defense there by Mr. Zubac. My voice is actually a little deeper than it is on camera. It's okay. My only problem was that I don't think your mic was very good, so it was kind of hard to hear you. That was the only thing I noticed. Like, if other people were talking, I didn't hear you at all. Paul George. Oh, almost bad pass. Another bad pass, but somehow he gets it back. All right. And then Zubac is going to get blocked there by DeAndre Ayton. So that's going to be out of bounds with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Clippers maintain possession. Pat Bev, the inbounder, gets it to Paul George. Paul George, nice pass! Zubac misses the dunk, but he draws the foul. Zubac could not slam it home. Oh, man, that sucks. I'm using my phone. That's why. I gotcha. It was definitely hard to hear, unfortunately. But it was still fun. I'm glad you were there to hang out, and I'm glad I stopped in and hung out with you guys. That was cool. Jay Crowder was the one who fouled Zubac. So Zubac could end up with 6 points right now, all free throws. Let's see if he maintains it. First free throw's up. No, he does not make the 5th free throw of the night for Mr. Zubac. Let's see, second free throw pending. Chris Paul is going to go to the bench for the Suns. Take a little breather for probably the last 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Zubac. Free throw is good. Okay, so it's 21-19. Clippers on top. Cameron Payne is bringing it down for the Suns. Devin Booker now has it. Guarded by Terrence Mann. Tough defense so far, but Devin Booker gets free on a pick, but misses the three. Tried to follow his shot. Couldn't quite get the rebound. Zubac ended up with it. And Paul George, Terrence Mann in the corner. No good. And DeAndre Ayton comes away with the tip. Let's see here. Sub 3 minutes to go. Terrence Mann guarding Devin Booker. Devin Booker, who had a fantastic night the other night, looking to do damage again, and misses the mid-range jumper. Neither team really running away in the scoring column. Oh, Zubac with a three-point play opportunity. Oh, wait, are they not going to give him the basket? Oh, they're saying he got fouled on the pass when Paul George passed it to him. But that's interesting because he's going for an alley-oop. Did they really not give him the 2 points there? It's kind of messed up. I did send some videos for you, though. Yes, I did see those. I saw that there was a bunch. I was thinking about doing those before the game, but then since I hopped into that stream, I didn't do those. All right, we got a little commercial break. Let's take a look here. So DeAndre Ayton leading the Suns in scoring with 8 points. Jay Crowder has 6. Devin Booker starting off 0 for 5 tonight. struggling so far. Let's see if he can do anything to get out of that slump. Reggie Jackson has 8 right now for the Clippers. Paul George has 5, and Zubac has 5. Zubac has 5 free throws. Missed a slam dunk, but he also has 8 rebounds, including 2 offensive in the first quarter, so that's not bad. What's crazy is that this game started a few minutes ago. Yeah, it was supposed to start at 9 o'clock. I don't think it started until like 9:20 or 9:20 something. I don't know. I don't know why the late start, but it is what it is. But yeah, who saw the crazy finish the other night of this game, the Suns versus Clippers? Paul George missing 2 free throws, tragedy. And then DeAndre Ayton slamming it home on the assist on the inbound play from Jay Crowder. What a play that was. And the Suns pull away game 2. Clippers tried to steal one on the road and could not do it. Yeah, the finish was absolutely insane. Let's take a look at that box score real quick. Yeah, Devin Booker, he struggled actually in game 2. It was Cameron Payne that had 29 points, 12 for 24 shooting. Today he's coming off the bench for Chris Paul, so Chris Paul's back. So Cameron Payne doing big things over there with 9 assists. That's huge. And then you had DeAndre Ayton with 24 points and 14 rebounds, including the game-winning 2-point dunk. What up, Fant? Damn, Booker was knee-deep on some Jenner yesterday, huh? Really? I don't know what that is referring to, but okay. Interesting. Take a look at the first game as well. Wow, is that L.A.? What a beautiful place L.A. is. Good grief. But who didn't know that? I think this is the... he had a triple-double in Game 1, Devin Booker. 40, 13, and 11. Good grief. Game from... But Devin Booker's definitely struggling tonight right now. He's 0 for 5 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. So... tough night starting out for Devin Booker. I think the Suns are going to win the series. Yeah, it might be a sweep. They might get 2 sweeps in a row. Wow, Kawhi Leonard not even on the bench. He's up in the stands. DeAndre Ayton gets a little hook shot. So it's 23-21. Paul George to Zubac. Luke Kennard enters the game. The lefty shoots a mid-range jumper. Nice shot. All right, Cameron Payne running around in circles out there. He literally ran around the whole thing. Now he's driving left-handed Zubac and way off. Terrible shot selection there. Terrence Mann goes all the way coast to coast and slams it in. So the Clippers jump to a little 6-point lead. I believe last game they jumped out to a little bit lead in the first half too, but could not maintain it. Devin Booker is going to draw the foul on Mann. They're not in the bonus yet, so that will not send them to the line. It will be an inbounds play coming up here for the Suns. Nice take there by Terrence Mann. Gotta love to see that. Terrence Mann, the guy who ended up, I think, with 39 points in the closeout game against the Jazz, which was just absolutely huge to get them to this point. Would have been interesting to see if the Jazz were going to be still in it. Booker cannot knock down the 3. All right. Rondo enters the game for the Clippers as well as Morris. And Batum enters. Morris got it inside. Good pass to Batum, and Batum is going to take it all the way and knock down a quick little layup. Clippers up 8 now. Slow start for the Suns, turning into an 8-point lead for the Clippers. And we're under a minute to go in the first quarter. Cameron Payne to Ayton. Ooh, bad pass there. And Batum ends up with it. Marcus Morris gets it to Paul George. Ooh, Batum left wide open in the corner. 3 off the side of the rim. No good, though. Tough miss. All right, so Devin Booker is going to hold it for the last shot here. 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock is off. Booker looking to get a pick from Payne. Does. Kennard, good help defense there. Now he's guarded by Paul George. Payne is going to shoot the left-handed 3, and that is the end of the first quarter. 29-21. Clippers on top. Yeah, watch the Clippers blow this lead. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not super high on the Clips right now. So with no Kawhi, they're definitely a completely different team. But we'll see how Paul George handles it. Man, I can't stop yawning. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Couldn't take my nap today. Had a funeral to go to, unfortunately. But it's all good in the hood. Nice. Giggity. All right, sorry about that. Here we go. Let's hop back into this thing. Whew. All right, so we got the Suns made a little comeback here to start this in the second quarter. They were down by 8 at the end of the first. Now it's 33-31. Morris pump fakes it. Well, this stream is brought to you by Burger King. Have it your way. That's right. All right, so Chris Paul, guarded by Kennard, gets inside. Pass inside to Cam Johnson. Nice pass, and layup is good. And we have a tied ball game, 33 apiece. And it's anybody's game. Suns come roaring back from down 29-21, and it's 33-33 in just a half a quarter. All right, Reggie Jackson trying to get inside on Saric. Brings it back out to the three. He's going to do a step-back three-pointer over Saric. No good. Play clock was winding down. By the way, I heard Burger King Popeye sandwich is better than the original. The chicken sandwich. The Chiking. The Chiking, I think they called it. Chris Paul. Oh, almost lost it. Had to get it over to Johnson. Gets it back to Chris Paul. Chris Paul's back to Johnson. No, Chris Paul left wide open three. And the clock was about to hit one, so he had to jack it up, but he ended up missing it. Now it's a long rebound that ends up in Cam Johnson's hands. Okay. Phoenix maintains possession. Bridges has it. Bridges is driving. All right, turnaround little jumper. A raindrop. And the Suns take the lead. Here we go. Yeah, the Chiking. The Chiking. All right, Clippers will take a timeout. We have a, 14-4 run right now. Suns making it all the way and taking the lead. Good play there by Johnson. Cam Johnson up and under, reverse layup instead of going up. He would have been blocked by Batum if it wasn't for that. So there you go. Nice little move there. All right, Yuki, what should we watch at halftime? I know you sent a bunch of stuff. So what's the best thing here? What's the best video you sent? Every NFL team's horrifically bad quarterback of all time. Oh, draft day of all time. Oh, no. The top 10 picks from 2011. NBA therapy. Winston is going to dominate. Oh, interesting. Crazy Loco. NBA throwback NFL uniforms of all 32 teams. Is that real? Sometimes they wear NBA jerseys. We should watch the one with the John Watson thumbnail. Oh, okay, NFL players that are about to be traded before the 2021 NFL season. Okay. I like it. All right, that's what we'll do then. Halftime, we'll watch the Deshaun Watson one. Microphone is the name of the channel. We'll see. I use that same arrow in my thumbnails. He got it off Google. What do you know? What do you know? The NFL with NBA jerseys are actually fan-made. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, is that can't be real. That'd be kind of a cool day, though. You wear a jersey of another team in your area, but just a different sport. Kind of like an alt-unis. Obviously, not everybody can do that. But still an interesting idea. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. Okay, I did make money. All right, here we go. Paul George driving, in and out dribble, attacking DeAndre. Couldn't make it, but Zubac follows and tips it in. So 35-35 again. We should watch that one also. Okay, if we have time, we'll do both. That's fine. All right, so Chris Paul has it at the top of the key, gets it inside to Cam. Cam kicks out to Crowder in the corner. Three's no good. Reggie Jackson. Ooh, hesitation dribble attacking now. Jay Crowder's going to block it, but it's going to be a foul against... Looked like maybe Bridges got in there. Oh, it's going to be called on Aiden. Interesting. Must have got him with the body. Aiden looked like he was pretty straight up, though, so I'm not sure who the foul was on, actually. Interesting call. Everything's so cheap. That's awesome. All right. What do we got here? Oh, they're showing the last second dunk by Ayton. All right, Reggie Jackson makes the free throw. Only one of two, though. So it's 36-35 right now. With under 5 to go, Clippers on top. What's happening right now? It's weird. Jay Crowder passed it in. Oh, now they're saying the clock shouldn't have started? Is that what happened again? What? Oh, so that's what happened. They started the shot clock too early, so they redid the pass-in, and then the same mistake just happened again. He never touched it. So they had to restart twice. That was funny. Chris Paul faked touching it that time and let it roll. Chris Paul gets inside. Oh, nice steal. Oh, no, they're going to call foul on the reach-in by Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann thought he may have gotten a little pickpocket there, but no good. Why is that sending Chris Paul to the free throw line? Are they saying he was going up to shoot? Maybe. I guess they were saying he was going to shoot. Let's take a look at this replay, though. Oh, yeah, he got him a little on the arm. He got ball first, but then followed through to hit his arm. So, tough break on that one. So, they are saying it's on the shot. So, Chris Paul will go to the line for 2 free throws there after that one then. And makes them both. So, it's 37-36. 4:40 to go in the second quarter. DeAndre Ayton, the leading scorer right now for the Suns. But Cameron Johnson also has 7 points off the bench in this first half. Terrence Mann goes under the basket. He's got 8 seconds on the shot clock. 7, 6, 5. Baseline now. Guarded by CP3. Kicks it out to Beverly. Beverly's going to have to shoot a 3 over Ayton. And no good. And Mikal Bridges gets the rebound. Suns attacking the other way quickly. Oh, wow. It ends up in Jay Crowder's hands. Jay Crowder can't make the 3, though. And now the Clippers. Nope. Okay, they slow it down. Clippers get it to Jackson. Jackson, pick and roll game with Zubac. Up and under left hand. No good. Zubac, though, fighting for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Tried to tip it in there, but unfortunately misses it and ends up in Crowder's hands. CP3, mid-range jumper. Yes! The mid-range jumper that absolutely killed the Nuggets a week ago is on display again tonight. CP3, so dangerous there. Paul George, though, answers right back with a mid-range jumper of his own. So it's 38-39. Suns have the ball and a lead. Chris Paul going in. Nope. Oh, nice defense there by Pat Bev. No, they're going to call another foul and send Devin Booker to the line. That one looked like it was pretty good ball. That looked like good defense there by Patrick Beverley. Let's take a look here. They kind of got him with the body, I guess. Yeah, a little bit of the body. All right. He definitely hit all ball, but the body was the culprit on that one. All right. Devin Booker makes the free throw, so it's 41-38. Phoenix has only been to the line 6 times. Meanwhile, the Clippers have already been there 14 times, but the Suns have the lead. Paul George driving. Gets it inside to Zubac, who manhandles the ball through the net. What a dunk that was, hanging on the rim. CP3. Chris Paul getting inside again. Nope. There he is. A mid-range jumper. This one's no good, though. I was about to say, man, he's feeling that one. A little heat check. He faded away hard on that. Paul George driving in, and Paul George gives the Clippers the lead, 42-41. Good back-and-forth game this is right now. Nobody running away with it. The largest lead was 8, but the Suns have come back, and they had taken the lead by 4. But Clippers now back up by 1. Chris Paul attacking. Kicks it over to Miguel. Miguel back to CP. And another mid-range jumper. Chris Paul. Chris Paul looking at his right hand. May have a little bit of a jammed finger on his shooting hand, but that didn't stop him from knocking down a bucket. Eating some oatmeal cookies. There you go. Nice. Paul George. Step back 3. Off the front of the rim. No good. Zubac. I think he just traveled, but no call. Paul George gets it and misses the 2-point jumper. That looked like a little bit of a moving of the pivot foot to me for their Zubac. Chris Paul blocked, but now he gets it back and kicks it out to Bridges, who knocks down a 3. Good defense by the Clippers, but unfortunately they didn't maintain, and that turns into a second chance opportunity 3-pointer for the Suns. Pat Bev, pump fakes. Trying to get rid of it. Does finally get it to Paul George. Paul George driving. And I think he got blocked, actually, and Pat Bev ends up with it, but it's a 24-second violation. Paul George blocked. Great defense there by the Suns. And it's 46-42, and the Suns will get the ball back with 46 seconds left in the half. Good block there by Zubac. But it ended up being a 3-pointer. Unfortunate. It's 46-42 with 46.2 seconds left. Interesting little play on numbers there. Bridges to CP3. Devin Booker has it. He's going to shoot from the free throw line. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Suns having a really good second quarter, outscoring the Clippers by 14 so far in this one. And Paul George is going to draw a foul shooting. He misses the shot, but he will go to the line for 2 shots. Great game so far. Excuse me. All right, Paul George makes the first free throw. So there's 32.9 seconds left in the half. Paul George with one more free throw trying to get it back within 4 points. I can't believe he missed that. It just showed the 2 missed free throws last game with 8.2 seconds costing them the game. Paul George makes the second free throw. So he makes his 2 free throws with no pressure on him. What do you know? 48-44 now. CP3 is going to slow it down. They're not looking to double up here. CP3 right now guarded by Batum, getting a pick from Johnson. Now he's guarded by Kennard. 5 seconds on the shot clock. CP3 kicks it to Cam. Cam's going to jack up a 3, and it's blocked. Good defense there by Batum. And Paul George ends up with the rebound. 5 seconds left in the half. Paul George driving, and he slams it home. Nice drive there by Paul George, and it's a 2-point game at half. 2.9 seconds, though. Could Devin Booker get it in? Did he get to CP3? CP3 to Booker, and Booker. Oh, my God, he has a chance. Oh, he overshot it. That was a very interesting three-quarter court shot. He had as good as chances as any right there with that runner, but ends up missing it. So halftime is 48-46. Suns on top. Ayton has 10 points, leading all scorers. They have 4 people with 7 points, though. Bridges has 7. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Cameron Jordan all have 7 points. Then they also have 11 points total off the bench. Right now with the Clippers, you got Paul George with 13 points, but shooting poorly. He's 5 for 14 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. They're shooting very poorly from 3. Actually, they're shooting very poorly from the field. Luckily, they've been to the line 17 times, 13 of 17 from the line, keeping them in this game. But they are 3 for 17 from 3 right now and 15 of 41 from the field as a whole. So that's a 35%, and it's 42% right now for the Suns from the field and 29.4%. So neither team shooting well. I mean, neither team even hit 50 at half, which is very unusual for both these teams. Both these teams know how to score the basketball, and tough trolling right now from those two. All right, let's see here. Yuki wanted to watch this YouTube video, so let's check it out. It's 12 minutes.
Video predicting players that I believe that are on the cusp of being traded in the NFL. Now, of course, I'm just a guy that makes YouTube videos, so I could be dead wrong, or I could hit these trade predictions absolutely on the spot. As a matter of fact, the last time we did this was in January, and as you can see from the thumbnail, each and every one of the players that we mentioned ended up getting traded, whereas there was like 1 or 2 players that have consistently been on this list, but have yet to be traded. So what's going on, guys? Your boy Mike here. I apologize, it's been a while since I last came out with a video, but news has been slow in the NFL, and I do not like bombarding your sub boxes unless if there's a good reason to do so. Now, before we get to the content, I wanted you guys to select what I should give away next in the comment section down below. Whichever has the highest liked comment or the most comments of is going to win. It's either a next-gen console, or an autographed jersey, or a pair of Apple AirPod Maxes. And of course, for those of you guys that don't know, I announce the winner on my community tab, unless if I'm doing the giveaway on Instagram. Now, without further ado, if you guys could sack the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and now that we got all that out of the way, break.
All right, let's see what you got.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? I'm going to start with the most obvious candidates to get traded and probably work my way down to a little bit less obvious. The most obvious player that is potentially going to get traded, and we can't make a list if we don't include this player, is Aaron Rodgers. Now, look, Aaron Rodgers is a generational talent that is in a situation that at least to most NFL fans, we're fairly baffled by it. A lot of it doesn't even make any sense. The day of the NFL draft, Aaron Rodgers caught wind that the San Francisco 49ers were interested in trading for him, and I think at that point, that's when he decided to try his best to make a power move to get to San Francisco, get the 49ers to trade the number 3 overall pick for him. But alas, that didn't work. The 49ers elected to select Trey Lance instead. And we've made multiple videos on the subject as to why Aaron Rodgers is so disgruntled, but to summarize it as much as I can, because there's multiple reasons why he is apparently disgruntled, is it mainly stems from the fact that the Green Bay Packers drafted his replacement in the first round last year, as opposed to getting him additional help. That kind of rubbed him the wrong way, and as a result, if you ask me, he's been coming up with a bunch of different weird excuses as to why he's so upset with the Green Bay Packers. Like, one of the reasons are the fact that Aaron Rodgers had this attachment to a practice squad player by the name of Jay Kumaro, and when he came out and gave a glowing endorsement of Jay Kumaro, the Green Bay Packers elected to release Jay Kumaro. And this apparently is one of the things that rubbed Aaron the wrong way. But I think the main issue here is the fact that Aaron Rodgers wants a little bit more of a commitment to him, or he just wants to be able to spend his final good, productive seasons in a superstar caliber offense with weapons like Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon, and Jerry Jeudy surrounding him with a
So they cut a player that he liked. He said, "Hey, I like this guy." The Green Bay cut him. Oh my God. This guy's trying to like downplay that, like, oh, it's no big deal. Like, I mean, that's pretty funny and pretty trolly. I mean, oh my. Hey, guys, I kind of like this dude, and you know, let's keep him around. And then the Green Bay Packers, yeah, but let's cut this guy.
Defense that features Bradley Chubb, Von Miller, Patrick Surtain, and wants to lead that team to multiple Super Bowls. Very similar to another player that happened to leave the team that he was on for 2 decades for a brand new team in sunny Florida and formed a super team that featured Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette. Already had.
What's funny is that why did you go to Tom Brady? You could have gone to Peyton Manning, who also went to Denver. Like, yeah, I mean, the comp is fine with Tom Brady, but you have a team, you have a guy that actually left his team and then went to the actual team you're referring to, and instead, I don't know, it's a small detail, but I'm just like, okay, small detail.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, that's at least what I believe he's angling for. Now, all I know is if the Denver Broncos were to acquire Aaron Rodgers, they would be an absolute super team, and the Green Bay Packers would get a king's ransom in return for him. But so far, neither side appears to be budging, but he is a player that we should keep an eye on, because if Jordan Love does take that leap, expect Aaron Rodgers to get traded. Now, the next player on this list is a little bit more difficult to predict the future of, and that's Stephon Gilmore. This is a player that has had one of the most remarkably underrated careers we've ever seen for a defensive back. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pro, has made 4 Pro Bowls, won a Super Bowl, and was the 2019 NFL Defensive Player of the Year. The thing is, typically, at least for cornerbacks, it's very rare that you see a cornerback that has the longevity that Stephon Gilmore has had, to the point where he could potentially secure a 3rd big contract. He signed with the New England Patriots on a 5-year, $65 million contract in 2017, but after a series of restructures, that
Bro, imagine paying Josh Norman $75 million a year and watching the Patriots pay Stephon Gilmore $65 million over the same amount of time. They got Gilmore a year after we signed Josh Norman, cheaper than we got Josh Norman. Like, imagine.
value was really more like $8 million per season. The result of this has led to Stephon Gilmore holding out during training camp for the New England Patriots. And obviously when there's a holdout, well, there's a myriad of different ways that it could end. One, the player could get traded, or the player could get signed to an extension. In this instance, it wouldn't shock me if Bill Belichick decided to ship Gilmore to a different team after suspecting that Stephon Gilmore's best seasons might be behind him. But at the same time, would Bill Belichick really be willing to give up one of his best defensive pieces and the continuity that his defenses have been able to build through Gilmore's skill set just because he didn't want to pay him? This is a man that just went on one of the craziest spending sprees we've ever seen in Patriots history. But we'll have to see. Stephon Gilmore does have a tremendous amount of suitors, including the Seattle Seahawks, and even Jalen Ramsey of the Los Angeles Rams attempted to recruit Stephon Gilmore over, and we all know that the LA Rams...
Oh my God. Jalen Ramsey and Stephon Gilmore. Yes, please.
Have no problem with mortgaging draft picks in order to get substantial talent in return. If there's a player that we definitely need to discuss whenever we make such a list, it's Odell Beckham Jr. Now, he has been on each and every one of these lists every time I made a trade video, and not once did he get traded. So I just wanted to give you that disclaimer. Yeah, I do make takes, but I'll also own up whenever my takes are wrong.
Well, he has been traded. It just was from the Giants to the Browns.
This is one that historically I've been wrong on. Now, this has nothing to do with Odell Beckham Jr.'s skill set, because I think he's one of the most phenomenally talented players in the entire NFL. What he does athletically and his skill set is one that isn't really easily found in the NFL today. But there are two issues when it comes to OBJ. One is his consistency and how much you could depend upon him, because historically he's been injured during times where teams have needed him the most. Look no further than last season. The Cleveland Browns could have definitely used a number one wide receiver as they were trying to make their playoff push. The next thing that is important to acknowledge is the fact that the Cleveland Browns were fine without Odell Beckham Jr. They were fine in the sense that they were able to do well without him, but depending upon him is what costed him at the end. When you have a season of success with one of your highest paid players, is it really worth bringing that player back? Because there are a myriad of teams that would jump at the opportunity to buy low on Odell Beckham Jr. after he had one very iffy season in Cleveland and the other where he injured his ACL. Last year, Baker Mayfield saw a huge leap in production. Was that as a result of Kevin Stefanski's offensive scheme that prioritized a zone running attack that featured both Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt? Or was that because he wasn't as concerned with getting the football to one of the biggest divas in the NFL, supposedly? You could really make an argument for both sides, which is why Odell Beckham Jr. is on this list, and no matter what, he is one of the best players in the NFL, and should the Browns elect to move him, expect there to be a lot of suitors.
I wouldn't want to
I frequently mentioned the Los Angeles Rams, but they have had interest in the past, and so have the San Francisco 49ers. Another player that I think we've made a bajillion videos on in this channel is Deshaun Watson, a player that originally had a very innocent trade request at the beginning of the offseason, a player that was very frustrated with the fact that the Houston Texans were the third worst team in the entire NFL and didn't even have a...
What's frustrating to me is the little bit of bull crap I get tagged for copyright, and this guy's having legit highlights, and he's making money off of it.
NFL draft pick to show for it, because they decided to trade multiple first-round picks for Laramie Tunsil, a player that is without a doubt one of the generational talents of the NFL. But at this point, not only do I think it's to Deshaun Watson's benefit for a change of scenery, which, by the way, he is also interested in the Denver Broncos, supposedly, but I think it's to the Houston Texans' benefit to trade Deshaun Watson for a boatload of NFL draft picks. I can imagine a team being willing to part with even 4 first-round picks plus for a player of Deshaun Watson's caliber. And that's even before we bring up what's gone on with Deshaun Watson legally this offseason. Now, I've made multiple videos on this, but I also made a TikTok on this, which is significantly shorter if you guys want a nice little 1.5-minute summary as to what has happened. But legal issues aside, there are multiple teams that are still interested in trading for Deshaun Watson, assuming that he's able to play this season. One of those teams being the Philadelphia Eagles, the aforementioned Denver Broncos, and if you ask me, I think the Houston Texans would probably engage the Philadelphia Eagles the most because they have the most draft capital next year.
Why is Washington not in any of these conversations for these great quarterbacks? I don't understand. Like, we're in conversations for Marcus Mariota, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold. Like, we're in all these kind of conversations, but when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Deshaun Watson, like, oh, we're just mincemeat. Like, nobody gives a crap. Like, nobody's even thinking about going to us. I don't understand. Like, whatever.
The Eagles have their own first-round pick. They have a pick from the Dolphins. Then they have 2 second-round picks of their own and the Carson Wentz trade. So they could definitely bundle that with potentially Jalen Hurts in a package for Deshaun Watson. And given the way the Houston Texans have gone about their offseason, given the fact that Deshaun Watson has missed OTAs and minicamp, given the fact that the Houston Texans went out and drafted Davis Webb in the 3rd round and signed Tyrod Taylor in the offseason, there's a chance that there's a contingency plan in place for life after Deshaun Watson. But at the same time, that contingency plan could be for in the event that they have to go a season without Deshaun Watson. Needless to say, this is a player that is always going to be on this list until he does get traded or until he reaffirms his commitment to Houston, very similarly to Aaron Rodgers. And finally, I think this player is probably the most underrated player on this entire list, and that's Gardner Minshew. I can't believe that no one has even attempted to trade for this guy, because I think if he was given
a legitimate shot with a good
offense in the NFL, he could actually be a starting caliber quarterback for a lot of NFL teams. To give you an idea, check out these numbers throughout his entire career. Gardner Minshew, through the 2 seasons he did play in the NFL, had a completion percentage of 63%, threw 37 touchdowns, and only had 11 interceptions. Last year, he had a 66% completion percentage and
7-13 record. Do we need to go any further? 7-13 record. Good for you. You had 5,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's not bad. That's fine. But he doesn't have the great arm strength. He's more of a character than anything else. And no, this is not the move.
8 games, and I'm not necessarily saying that this guy is the next coming of Patrick Mahomes, but I do believe that he deserves to be a starter on a team if you have a player like Andy Dalton starting for the Chicago Bears or Drew Lock for the Denver Broncos. The fact that
but you have to
to
trade
on the
for
Jacksonville
him.
Jaguars bench doing absolutely nothing, I believe is a huge waste, and I believe you don't hear him in as many trade requests because, well, he's not necessarily a star in this league. He didn't lose his starting job because he's a horrible QB. He lost his starting job because he got injured at the wrong time, and the Jacksonville Jaguars ended up bottoming out to the point where, well, the most transcendent quarterback of the past decade ended up falling in their laps. What were they supposed to do? Not select Trevor Lawrence for Gardner Minshew? And look, I have so many more players that I believe are about to get traded. I don't want this video to go on for so long, so let me know if there are any players in the comment section down below that I missed out on. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
I mean, interesting video there, Yuki. Washington might as well get Minshew. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Alright. I don't know how much time we have, but we can try another one. Let's see here. Let's try this one.
What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well, and welcome back to another NBA therapy session. The lottery just happened in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals now. Let's get into it.
Bro, these games would be so different if we had Kawhi.
Stop focusing on the negative. What's up,
All right,
guys?
here we
Hope
go.
you're doing well, and welcome back to another NBA therapy session. The lottery just happened in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals now. Let's get into it.
Bro, these games would be so different if we had Kawhi.
Stop focusing on the negative. Say one positive thing about the game last
How do
night.
you miss 2 free throws?
That's not positive.
I just think it's funny how the only Clippers fan I know was talking trash to me. Now look at
How many times do we have to go over this? You don't kick people when they're down.
All I'm saying is there is a real team in LA, and it's not the Clippers.
How is the real LA team out of the playoffs? Like, how does that work?
Man, whose side are you on?
It's not about where you pick, it's about who you pick. Come on, man, like every year. Maybe let's not wait till the last minute next time, huh?
DeAndre Ayton is a grown man.
How is Devin Booker's nose?
He's still breathing. And just so you know, applications for the bandwagon are still open.
2 free throws.
2 free throws? Are you done processing? You see what I did there? Okay, I'll stop. My bad.
Oh.
They didn't even have Chris Paul. We did start 0-2 in the last series, and we did win that one.
See, there we go. I don't even care that we lost game 1. We'll be fine. I'm an Atlanta sports fan. I should be afraid. You don't need to have a feeling of impending doom. Yes, I do. I'm an Atlanta sports fan. What don't you understand? You know what, though? I do think this is the year we break the curse. I just jinxed us, didn't I?
All I'm saying is the Clippers are finally being exposed. I really don't even know no Clippers fan. I can't name one. I don't know one at all.
Didn't you just say your Clippers friend was talking trash to you?
He ain't my friend.
Knowing your strengths
He ain't
is
my
very
friend.
important. I know what we're capable of. Watch what happens when we're healthy. What does this mean to you that the Suns are winning without Chris Paul?
Suns in 4.
DeAndre Ayton's having a breakout year. What does this mean for your franchise?
Suns in 4.
Are you just going to say that to all of my questions?
Suns in 4.
So that's going to do it for a special edition of NBA Therapy, live from the NBA house. Make sure you're tuning into the playoffs. And leave a comment down below. Which team would you like to see next week? And I'll see you guys next time in therapy. Do you think Detroit would take the...
Oh, that was good. That was funny. All right, we're back in. We're back in the second half here. Oh, Terrence Mann, little fadeaway jumper to make it a tie game to start the second half. Nice play there. So it's 48 apiece. And here we go. Chris Paul, guarded by Mann, gets to Crowder. Crowder inside to Ayton. Ayton working on Zubac. Zubac. Nope. Kicks it back out to Booker. Booker. Oh, nice spin move. Guarded by Paul. And he's going to shoot a fadeaway. Oh, at the buzzer of the shot clock. Nice jumper there by Devin Booker. He's waking up finally. Started this game 0 for 6 from the field. Now is 3 for 5 in his last 5 attempts. Reggie Jackson can't make the long 3. Uh-oh, here we go. Leader of the RC is Mark Phillips. I got you. Yeah, I recognized him as soon as he was on there. He was the LeBron guy. Oh, my goodness. DeAndre Ayton with a little jab step fadeaway jumper. 18-footer goes down. Paul George, he's going to shoot another one of his own. Paul George making some 2-pointers tonight. Nice long 2-point game. Chris Paul walking it up court for the Suns. All right, here we go. Mikal Bridges has it on the baseline, and he's going to get inside, and he's going to get an and one, making the 2-point jumper, and he's going to go to the line. Minshew's not better than Fitzpatrick. Seriously, he's not. I don't even care about the stats. I just don't. I don't. I don't even care. You cannot convince me that Gardner Minshew's better. Mikal Bridges' first free throw is good. No, sorry, that was the 3-point play, so we made it. 55-50 now. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Man. Getting a pick from Bridges. Pick on Bridges. Oh, nice. All the way take. Got under the basket. Leaned into Bridges and makes the quick little lay-in. There you go. And the other one has been the one who plays Marcus All AD. Yeah. DeAndre Ayton in and out. Can't knock it down. Man goes all the way again. Nice lay-in. All right. Terrence Mann waking up. See, the thing about home games, why it's so important to have home court advantage in the playoffs is that your role players really step up at home more than they step up on the road. And Terrence Mann did that in the closeout game against the Jazz, and now maybe he can step up and do the same here tonight for the Clippers at home. He's already got 8 points tonight, 4 for 6 shooting. We'll see if he can maintain that. There goes Terrence Mann again. Little heat check. That one did not go down. CP3 getting inside again, and the fadeaway 2-pointer, no good. Oh, great running of Zubac, but Zubac loses it. But Terrence Mann, the offensive rebound, and Terrence Mann there. Okay, Terrence Mann has 10 points now, and he gives the Clippers the lead, 56-53. And here come the Clips. The other one has been the Lakers coach, and funny enough, Ben Simmons, yeah. Terrence Mann all of a sudden making 6 quick points for the Clippers to give them the lead, 56-55, and it looks like the Suns will call a quick timeout. So this is the kind of stuff that happens when you're at home. The role players explode. Man, what time is this game going to end? Shoot. That Ben Simmons wide receiver video? Yeah, I got to make it. It'll be good. I'm going to wait for Ben Simmons' name to kind of die down a little bit so it's not as flooded. But, maybe I'll do it during the finals. That's what I'll do probably. Just let it die down a little bit. Mark and his friends did one of for the NFL. They did it for Super Bowl 51 and 52. What do you mean? Did one what? Oh, you're talking about that video, the kind of video we just watched. You're talking about they did a what do you call it? Like a therapy session. Oh, there's that Chiking you were talking about. Commercial for Burger King during the game. so confused. Is it 56-55 or 56-53? I think it's 56-53. But this number keeps going to different numbers, so I'm not sure. Well, basically like the LeBron video. Oh, you're talking about just like being upset. Yeah. I've seen a lot of those for sure. Oh, they took... So Devin Booker made a 2-pointer at the buzzer earlier, but they took it away and said no, it was a 24-second violation. So that's why it was 56-55, but that 2-pointer eliminated, so now it's a 3-point game for the Clippers. Oh, Chris Paul went back court, but they say it was tipped by man. All right, Ayton now has it. Trying to look for Crowder. Does get it to him. Crowder to Ayton inside. Ayton catches it. Kicks it out to Bridges in the corner. 3. No good. But, Ayton got a hand in on that rebound, but couldn't handle it and goes out of bounds. All right, now here come the Clippers. Terrence Mann is going to be the point guard now all of a sudden. They're giving it to him right from the get-go. All right, Paul George to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Alley-oop to Terrence Mann, but too high. Oh, no. Terrence Mann just a little too short for that one. Didn't quite have the hops. Oh, that sucks. Good pass attempt by Jackson, but it was just a tad too high. Good idea, though. All right, CP3 getting inside. And he tries to get it to Ayton, but great defense by Zubac to knock it away. And good steal there by the Clippers. Pump fake. And Reggie Jackson gets the runner. Okay, Clippers starting off strong. They were down 2 to start this half, and now they're up 5. So it's 58-53. What's going on right now? Okay, hold on. Pat Bev stole it from Booker. And Booker then immediately fouled. Now Pat Bev wants a clear path foul, and he may have an argument. Looked like he was about to go in transition, but Booker fouled him. But no, they don't call it. They just give it to the Clippers. Okay. Reggie Jackson getting inside. Kicks it out to Bev. Back to Reggie. Reggie attacking, getting inside. Ayton, good help defense, but Reggie Jackson somehow finds a way to knock down that layup. All right, Clippers trying to stay alive. They need to get a victory tonight. Down 3-0 is just unacceptable, but here we go. All right. Ayton kicks it to CP3. CP3 guarded by Jackson. He's got 3 seconds left. He's going to have to shoot it, and he knocks down a big 3-pointer. Chris Paul. That was huge. They were on a drought in the scoring column, and CP3 comes away with one. Oh, no. Devin Booker got called for another foul. Uh-oh. He's up to 3 personals right now. Yep, got Terrence Mann with the body. Tough. He was trying to fight over a screen. Got there a little too early. Crowder to Paul George. Paul George driving the lane, and he gets the layup. He's saying his head got hit. He wanted an and one, but he did not get it. So 62-56 now with 6.5 to go in the third quarter. It's hard to keep up with the shot clock. Yeah, for sure. I thought I saw the light go off. I said it at the time, but apparently it was a shot clock violation. All right, DeAndre Ayton off the back of the rim, no good. Paul George the rebound, trying to extend this lead. A 3-pointer would give them the largest lead of the night of 9. They had an 8-point lead at one point. Devin Booker is going to get called for his 4th foul. He's going to have to go to the bench. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a rough call. Pat Bev sold it. Oh, my God. Devin Booker's not happy about it. He's arguing with the ref. I don't know if there's anything the ref can do about it, but he definitely has an argument. Pat Bev. Oh, Pat Bev gets a technical. He slapped Devin Booker's arm after the play. So that's going to give the Suns nothing? But wait, did they call double techs? Hold up. What just happened? Did they call... They just called double technicals. Oh my God. Devin Booker is getting screwed right now. How did he get a technical? Pat Bev ran into him. He just gave him a little form like, yo, back up. And then Pat Bev slapped his arm. Oh, that I don't know how Devin Booker's keeping his cool right now. I would be going ballistic. Zubac is going to get fouled by Crowder, and Zubac will go to the line. Okay, right now the Clippers are getting the calls for sure. Oh my goodness. What the hell's going on? I know, geez. All I know is Devin Booker has 4 fouls and halfway through the third quarter. That's not good. Zubac makes the first free throw. And, yep, there's this largest lead of the night, 9 points. He can make it 10 now. Will he do it, though? He will. 66-56 with 5 minutes to go. Chris Paul. To Cameron Payne. And he falls to the ground. I guess he thought he was going to get fouled, but no, it's going to be a jump ball. He just fell. Devin Booker's laughing on the sideline. Can't believe what kind of calls he's getting right now. That's unbelievable right now. I mean, the Clippers can definitely not complain about foul calls right now. Literally, the Suns have been to the line 7 times. The Clippers have been to the line 18 times. 19 times. Excuse me. 19 times compared to 7 so far in this game. And the tip is won by Reggie Jackson on Cameron Johnson, excuse me. And here come the Clippers. Oh, it's going to be knocked out of bounds by CP3. It was an interesting call. Nobody's really arguing it, so it just kind of looked like it went off of Paul George's foot, but I guess it was probably just my bad angle. Clippers may or may not been getting help from the refs. Oh, right now it's Paul George with a big 3. And all of a sudden, it's a 13-point lead for the Clippers. Big drought going on right now for the Suns. Big drought. CP3 was the last one to make a bucket as a 3-pointer. But it's been a 9-0 run since then. And they're going to get a moving pick violation? Or was it a travel? What happened? No, Cameron Johnson stepped out of bounds. Oh, no. The Suns are falling apart. The Clippers staying in it. And Paul George, another 3. No good that time. Too long. Jay Crowder got the rebound. Mikal Bridges up and under. No good. Ayton. Nope. Bridges ends up with the rebound. Good offensive board there for the Suns. All right. Antoine Moore in the game. And he's going to do a fadeaway at no time left on the shot clock, and he misses it. They push it, and it's a bad turnover by Paul George. Threw it too far for man. And, looks like Devin Booker's going to come back into the game with 4 fouls. Dangerous here. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. But down 13, they need his offense right now if they want to make a comeback. Under 4 minutes to go in the third, but he's got to be careful on defense. Got to be careful. Devin Booker. Devin Booker looking to pass. Oh, terrible pass right to Marcus Morris. And Paul George missed the layup. Paul George missed the layup, but Terrence Mann got the offensive rebound and makes it again, and it's a 15-point lead now for the Clippers. Ayton gets to Booker. Booker's going to pull up a straight-on 3. No good. Zubac the rebound. Clippers putting the Suns in a huge hole right now. And Paul George misses another another layup. Good defense there by Crowder. Devin Booker is going to get fouled by Mann. Terrence Mann not happy, but I think he's probably not happy with himself because it looked like he clearly ran into him. Could be wrong, but from my angle, it didn't look really close. Devin Booker going straight up and Paul George missing the layup. But Terrence Mann cleaning it up for him. So no harm, no foul. So it's 71-51 now. Clippers have the lead. It's a 21-3 run in about 7 minutes of game time. The Suns are having a horrific third quarter. They only have 8 points, and we're 3 minutes left into the third quarter. Terrence Mann, I think, has 8 points by himself. I think Terrence Mann may have outscored the Suns by himself right now. Devin Booker inside, takes it all the way, and gets the left-handed layup. All right, there's the drought, because they were on a 11-0 run, the Clippers were. So finally ends the drought. Paul George. He's going to shoot a fadeaway 2 from the elbow of the free throw line. No good. And it's going to be a rebound, Saric. Moore gets it to Booker. Booker swings it. Who is that? I couldn't tell. Clark? Clark's going to get fouled. No, Craig, excuse me. Craig is going to get fouled. And he will go to the line for 2 shots. But first, Suns will call a full timeout. What up, Local Trap? What's up? Keep grinding. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. And yeah, we're having some fun here. Just calling the game and enjoying it. Enjoying it. All right, commercial break. Yeah, Devin Booker having a horrible night. Tough break right now. It's really 2 bad games in a row, but so is Chris Paul. Chris Paul's not really playing much better. Chris Paul 3 for 13. Devin Booker also 3 for 13. 1 for 5 from 3 for Devin. 1 for 4 for Chris Paul. Yeah, I mean, that's a big difference. But a huge difference is just getting to the line right now. 15 of 19 for the Clippers, 6 of 7 for the Suns. 7 to 19 compared free throws. Personal fouls, 14, 10 personal fouls for the Clippers. They got double technicals over there. This is crazy. If this gets any worse, might as well watch the video, right? I would not say the Suns are dead. The Suns, they're not dead yet. Anything could happen here. This is still a wide, the Suns could get hot out of nowhere and score a ton. You know, somebody like Devin Booker, I know he's having an off night right now, but it only takes a quarter and he could just go ballistic. Ayton, you would like to see him getting more inside. And also CP3's missed a bunch of shots tonight. So, they're down 13, which isn't good. But at the same time, it's not out of the realm of possibilities for them to make a comeback by any stretch. Booker's thinking about that fake Kardashian. What is this? I've heard this whole thing. What are you talking about? Devin Booker, Jenner, or something? Kendall Jenner's boyfriend? Oh, Kendall Jenner is actually dating Devin Booker? To April 2020 when the pair first spotted on a road trip from Los Angeles to Arizona. So this is a thing. What? They have a dog and everything? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Pat Bev is really playing great defense right now on Booker. Great defense. Gotta give it up for the man. All right, Craig makes the first free throw. You didn't know the last name? Yeah, somebody else came in the chat talking about Jenner earlier. I didn't realize he was dating Kendall Jenner. That's funny. All right, Craig makes the second free throw. So we're back to a 11-point game. 2.5 to go. Pat Bev is taking a breather, so maybe Devin Booker can get a little breathing room here. Paul George getting inside, attacking Saric. Misses the layup, and it ends up in, it looks like Antoine's hands. Antoine Moore. Etwan, I don't know how you say his name. Up, Cam Johnson in the corner three. Here come the Suns. Now it's an 8-point game. It was a 15-point game, and now it's 8. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Paul George kicks it to Batum. Batum, one more pass to Morris. Morris, 3. So there you go. Big answer. All right, Devin Booker coming over with the Suns. Guarded by Batum. Gives it to Saric back. No, Saric fakes the pass, and he's going to attack the basket. Little spin move left hand. No good. All right, Saric feeling himself a little bit right there. Little out of control. No good. Paul George kicks it to Kennard. Kennard swings it back to Batum. Batum. And now it ends up in Paul George's hands for 3. In and out. No good. And Saric the rebound. Terrence Mann got a hand in on that, though. But it ends up in Saric's hands. Devin Booker doesn't use the pick of Saric. Gets inside, and he's going to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Try to get this game back to a 1-point score. Or, excuse me, a single-digit lead. It's going to be a 9-point game. I was looking at the Vikings' old stadium, and I forgot they had to play in TCF Bank Stadium because of the Metrodome. Yeah, when the Metrodome caved in because of the snow. I remember. All right, Devin Booker makes both free throws. So, okay, 74-79 now. Paul George guarded by Craig. Gets it to Mann. Swings it out. Morris pump fakes. And now Kennard left wide open. No good. Devin Booker the rebound. You'd like to see him make that to keep the pressure on. CP3 to Johnson. Johnson back to CP3. Booker has a straight-on 3. No good, but Saric the rebound. No! Paul George steals it. Oh, and then bad pass ends up in Devin Booker's hands. Devin Booker driving, kicks it to Johnson in the corner. Another 3. No good. Paul George the rebound. No, wait, who's going to end up with it? Johnson to Booker, and Booker makes the layup. Wow, what a series of events that was. Really sloppy play. And it's 74-67, so we're down to a 7-point lead for the Clippers. Clippers led by as much as 15 just a few minutes ago. There's 24 seconds left in the third quarter, about a 2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Paul George. Holding it for the last shot. Craig. Oh, kicks it out to Kennard. 3 in the corner. Bang! Making it a 10-point game. 4 seconds left in the third. Oh, Cam Jordan is going to get fouled by Kennard, and Cam Johnson is going to go to the line. All right, so this could be an 8-point game going into the fourth quarter. Johnson getting the foul drawn. Whew. 1.1 second left in the third quarter. Cam Johnson, first free throw. Oh my goodness. That thing rattled around for a while there, and it does finally fall. All right, Cam Johnson. Second free throws up, and good. All right, so it's 77-69, and that will be the end of the third. Oh! Paul George just made a half-court shot at the end of the buzzer. Oh my goodness, excuse me. It's going to be 80-69 at the third quarter. I can't believe he had that much time to do all that. That looked like, to me, I don't know, he was dribbling and stuff. I thought it was only 1.1 second left. How in the world was he able to take 2 dribbles in 1.1 second? What in the... We got to go back to this. Hold up. So Cam Johnson's going to make a second free throw. Okay. So it's at 1:50:30 on the time. And he picks up the ball. And it's 1.1 seconds. By the time he shoots... Oh, shoot, hold on. That was the wrong time, I guess. Hold on. Hold the phone. We're watching this back again. I don't see how he got that shot off. Touches it right. Nope. Shoot. Hold on. Why are we not doing this? I don't want it to go back every freaking 15 seconds. Okay, here we go. I guess. Whatever. Okay, here we go. So it's 1:050. Oh, it's only doing every 2 seconds? This is bogus. So he has it here. So it's 1:50:30. Okay, well, this is bogus. Wow, the timing on the thing is off. That sucks. That sucks. I was trying to time it, but it's way off. Like, it doesn't actually show the time. It's crazy that he had time to do all that. He picked it up, basically lost it, dribbled it, and got rid of it in 1.1 seconds. I find that very hard to believe. Paul George showing the Clippers, the fans, he's not trash. Well, that was huge. That was huge. Because to me, that looked like there's no way he got that off in time. No way. I might have to watch it on YouTube. Let's see if it already's on there. Yeah, it's too quick. I want to watch something with a timer there. Because that just seemed like, I don't know, that was weird. Looked a little off to me. Looked a little off. But nonetheless, doesn't matter. Point is it counted, and they're not taking it back. That was probably similar to Jalen Suggs. I'm not sure what you're referring to. All right, what's Ty Lue saying?
Why is he able to have so much confidence after having a tough end of the game in Game 2 in a way that we didn't quite see in the bubble last year?
Because he's a great player. You know, you're going to have bad games. It's going to happen. But he just stays the course. You know, two-way player. He guards every night. He scores every night. So we're just happy to have him on our team.
Well, he's come through for you for sure in this playoffs. You told me coming out of halftime you wanted ball movement. You certainly got it there in the third quarter. How do you make sure they're just as aggressive and connected down the stretch?
Just make sure we just take good shots, take care of the basketball. That's the biggest thing. We get into the paint, we know they're coming low man, the corner pass is going to be open. If not, the swing. So just keep playing offense like we've been doing all season long, not try to do it by ourselves.
Ty, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, there's Tyronn Lue. All right, here we come. Devin Booker kicks it to Cam Jordan, and Cam Johnson almost lost. I keep saying Cam Jordan. It's Cam Johnson. Craig, wild shot, thrown at the basket, no good. Paul George bringing it the other way. Paul George getting a pick from Batum. George gets to Batum. Batum to Kennard in the corner. 3. Yes! Kennard! And it's an and one. An and one. He could make it back to a 15-point game in the Clippers. Not taking the foot off the gas. What up, Spoiler? What up, DRG? How you doing? Luke Kennard. Man, did you see that half-court shot there, Spoiled? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. There's Kawhi Leonard. Give him a little clap. All right. And Kennard completes the 4-point play. So it's 84-69 now. What up, Madison? Shoot. I went to bed when I got off here. I got to watch that video. Send me what that video was called again. The Madden 22 franchise thing. Send that to me. Should have watched it today, but I forgot all about it, to be honest, when I woke up. I had a bunch of stuff going on. I had 3 videos to make, and I had a funeral to go to, and been all over the place. Terrence Mann getting it inside. Spin move. Gets it to Morris. Morris to Paul George. Paul George. All right, they're kicking and swinging now. They're kicking and they're driving and kicking. Driving and kicking. 3 seconds left. And they're going to call a foul on CP3 for apparently kicking. He tripped Terrence Mann, I guess? Interesting. I'm about to spread your name in live vids, fam. Hey, man, thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks, dog. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Is Ayton hurt? You know, I didn't notice. They haven't talked about it. Did Ayton go down to injury? Sarge has been playing well tonight, though, to be honest. Not that Ayton's been playing bad. Paul George, another 3. No, it's Morris, who hits a 3. It's now a 16-point game. And then they're going to get a call. Saric is going to get fouled by Batum. 87-71. Marcus Morris, big 3 over Devin Booker. Devin Booker, who already has 4 fouls, can't get another one. He's playing tough. Sorry for your loss. Who was it? It was actually my buddy's mother, unfortunately. That's why. But yeah, my buddy's mom passed away, and he was a guy that was in my wedding. So went to his house as a kid and everything. Ooh, big block against Devin Booker, and Paul George is gonna get fouled and misses the layup though, so he'll go to the line for 2. But yeah, one of my buddy's moms unfortunately passed away. So. Tough one. They may call this a flagrant, though. Here we go. They're going to call it a flagrant? No. He didn't even... he definitely got his hand on the shoulder, But he didn't fight through or follow through or anything like that. That's... Nah. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Paul George can extend this lead all the way to 18 with these 2 free throws. He does make that one. Could be an 18-point lead with 10 minutes left. This is getting iffy. Big block by Terrence Mann. Oh my goodness, what a block. Paul George. All right, Paul George makes another free throw. 89-71. 10 minutes to go. CP3. Alley-oop to Ayton. There's the answer to your question. Yeah, Madden franchise gameplay was the video. Okay. Copy. Madden franchise gameplay. Is it this one? All Access Deep Dive, the 5-minute one? We'll watch this after. All right. CP3 knocks down a big three-pointer. He thought he got fouled. So we're back to a 13-point game, 86-76. Suns are not dead yet. Oh, good defense there. Another steal. All right, here come the Clippers. Or the Suns, excuse me. CP3, guarded by Kennard. Gets around him, gets inside, and 2-pointer. Oh, it's too short, but Ayton gets the rebound, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson to Booker. Booker going inside and can't get the layup, but Ayton gets the tip. So it's 89-78. Paul George has it, gets it over to Batum. Batum and Tyronn Lue will call a timeout. Phoenix has a 7-0 run in the last minute and a half to try to get back into this game. The lead was as big as 18 points. Huge tip there by Ayton. Huge tip. It was made by RBT. Let's see. Is this RBT? No, that's EA. This one. Okay.
Madden 22 franchise mode. Let's go.
All right, there we go. All right, got it. Sorry, friends. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yep. Very unfortunate circumstances, but, you know, their spirits are as high as they can be. You know, it is what it is. It's very, very sad, very, very unfortunate. She was a fantastic lady, super nice. Never was mean to me at all. Like, any time I was there, she was always very kind, saying hello. She worked actually at the Archdiocese of Washington for the Catholic Church, and it was crazy how many priests were there. I went down, like, before the mass started, I went downstairs to go to the bathroom real quick, and so I was just gonna hit the bathroom and head back up. Well, I go downstairs, and, like, I've been to a couple of funerals, and I've been to a Catholic funeral, or 2 Catholic funerals. And, you know, there's a couple of priests there usually that, you know, because they've known them, and maybe it's not only the priest that goes to the church and stuff, but this was unbelievable how many priests were there. But it turns out because she literally worked the front desk of, like, the headquarters of the seminary or whatever, or something, like, of the Archdiocese. And so she literally, like, had relationships with all these priests. And it was funny. My buddy, who's obviously her son, gave the words of remembrance. So just, like, kind of gave words talking about remembering her. And at one point he goes, you know, me and my brothers and sisters were her children, but we weren't her only children. She collected children because of all these priests that she helped through the seminary, basically, and kind of helped through that and just had touched so many lives. It was kind of funny. when he said the whole place started laughing. It's just she collected children. It's funny. But anyway, enough about that. So we got 8 minutes, 50 seconds left in this game. 89-78, Clippers on top. Devin Booker not having his best night. Neither is CP3. Both of them shooting very poorly from the floor. 13 points each right now. Paul George not shooting well himself. 9 for 24, but he does have 25 points. And Zubac has been to the line 10 times tonight. And that's the big difference in the game right now. 22 free throw attempts for the Clippers. Only 13 for the Suns. So we'll see how it goes. I bet there were hundreds of there was literally, I'm not even exact. There was probably 80 priests. 80 priests there. I don't think and maybe they weren't all priests yet, but they were on the way to being priests. But there was probably 50 priests, actual priests, and then there was probably another 20 kids that were in the seminary that were training to be. It was a ton of priests, ton of them. There's a lot of people at the funeral in general. Oh, Jay Crowder gets the 3, and all of a sudden it's an 8-point game again. The Suns, they just won't die. 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Reggie Jackson pump fakes it, gets it back to Morris, and Morris gives it back to Jackson. Under 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Guarded by Devin Booker, looking to attack. Devin Booker trying to play solid defense but not foul, and Ayton causes the layup to be adjusted, misses, and then Zubac missed the tip, and then Zubac knocks it out of bounds after, and so it's the Suns' ball on a 10-0 run. Jay Crowder back to CP3. CP3 gets a pick from Ayton. CP3 kicks it out to Crowder. Back to CP3. CP3 guarded by Zubac. CP3 gonna pull up a 3 right over Zubac. No good. Oh, that would have been insane. 13-0 run, not to be. Paul George, he just dove his shoulder right into Johnson. No call, but he misses the shot. Devin Booker gets the rebound. Booker guarded by, gets a pick from Ayton. Pump fakes, kicks it back out to CP3, back to Booker. Booker guarded by Zubac. Zubac, he's going to get around Zubac and just go right to the basket and get the layup. It's a 12-0 run for the Suns. 12-0 run. Paul George has got to try to stop the bleeding here for the Clippers. They need a bucket. Paul George kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Paul George on the baseline, guarded by Booker. Booker's got to not foul. He's already got 4. Bad pass. Can Crowder get to it? No, but it's going to be out of bounds. And it should be the Suns' ball. Unless they say Crowder tipped it. Maybe it wasn't a bad pass. Maybe somebody tipped it. Hold up. Let's see what they're trying to say. Who's trying to link up? And I have an Xbox. Link up doing 2K or something. I got PC. So I play PC. Yeah. Still play controller, but I play PC. Yep, it is the Suns' ball. So Ayton gets it to Booker. Booker in the corner. And good defense there by Patrick Beverley, knocking it away. Now we're coming the other way. Reggie Jackson gets the layup. All right, the bleeding has stopped. It's 91-83 now. The 12-0 run is over. But the Suns, they're not dead yet. CP3 gets it inside on the baseline now, guarded by Zubac. Zubac trying to guard, and CP3 is going to pull a long 3. He tried to draw the foul, didn't buy it, and he missed the 3. I don't like these CP3 threes, to be honest. Oh, Reggie Jackson hits a 3, and it's back to an 11-point lead. And the crowd explodes here in Los Angeles. 94-83, 6:02 to go in the fourth quarter. Can the Suns find a way back? Lizzie's doctor doesn't want her playing softball, but the coach is going to make her play because we lost our back. That's why she forced to play. Ugh. I deleted my last comment because of a typo. I got you. No worries. Man, that's from the ACL, right? She had the ACL tear. That's probably not a good idea to try to force her back into playing, but, you know, I'm not an expert, so what do I know? What do I know there, Madison? Madison is my niece's name. I don't know if I ever said that. Don't know if I ever told you that there, Madison. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right, so 6:02 to go. Clippers up by 11. Let's see what happens here. Of course, we get long commercial breaks. Long commercial breaks. Come on, man. Come on, man. Never thought about Nissan having old cars, like old 1960s cars. The commercial just highlighted some of them. Funny to think about. Is Conor McGregor really fighting again? How many times can you lose before you just, you know what, you're not fighting anymore? You know, how many times can you lose before you're the one that needs to stop talking crap? Okay, here we go. Suns down 11. Chris Paul and Devin Booker not shooting well tonight, but they're not dead yet. Chris Paul kicks it back out to Crowder. Crowder to Devin Booker. Devin Booker between the legs, looking to attack. Step back jumper on Paul George. No good. Long rebound ends up in Beverly's hands. Great move, but unfortunately can't finish. All right, this is a big defensive play here. They got to get a stop. I mean, they can't afford now with 5.5 minutes to go down by 18. This has got to go one direction. Reggie Jackson can't knock down the three. Chris Paul. Now he's attacking, getting alley-oop attempt to Ayton, but no, poked away by Jackson. Good defense, and it's going to be tipped off of, they're going to say off of Paul George. Good defense there by CP3. And the Suns are going to keep it with 5:13 to go, down 11. Big poke away there, giving them a chance, them being the Suns. Clippers have maintained a solid lead in the second half. Devin Booker. No, he can't hit the runner. Devin Booker is so off. Jay Crowder's going to foul just to stop the transition play. And it's going to be an inbound play right now for the Clippers. Terrible offensive night if you're the Suns. Just terrible. 38% from the field. Your best player right now is shooting less than 25%. 5 for 21. Yikes almighty. Reggie Jackson gets it to Paul George. A little push off there. No call. Paul George gets to Zubac. Zubac left wide open. Doesn't even think about taking a three. Paul George is going to get fouled by Jay Crowder, and Jay Crowder is going to go up to the ref yelling at him, better be careful to not get a technical foul. He's looking at the ref like, yo, he pushed it off, dude. Look at him. He's pushing. He's pushed off. He pushed off. Well, Paul George definitely flopped there, acting like he got punched in the face. Definitely a weird... Oh, wait, did he? Well, I still think he flopped, but I think Crowder may have touched his face. It's kind of weird play. Why did he do that? Him being Crowder. Like, he kind of like put his arms out like a weird way. Oh, my goodness. Paul George definitely pushed off of Crowder, though. Crowder definitely has an argument. But Jay Crowder actually just fouled out of the game. Sends Paul George to the line. And Paul George this time makes the free throw. 95-83 now. Yeah, this is starting to slip away. Slip away from the Suns. I didn't know you could see if people are active on YouTube. The reason I know is because my sister Emma's on it right now. Because it has a blue dot outside beside her name. Oh, yeah. Yours is blue. That's weird. Mine's red when it says they're live or whatever. But yeah, Devin Booker better be careful. He's out of there. Devin Booker's okay. He's got 4 fouls now. With 4 fouls with 4.5 minutes is not that bad. Oh, Bridges big three off the side rim. DeAndre tried to get a rebound, no good. And this seems to be getting out of hand now. Doesn't look like the Suns are going to have enough. Clippers are slowing it down. It's 4.5 minutes with 13-point lead. They really need to start hitting some jump shots. That three was big right there for Miguel. All right, they do stop him on defense. Can they get a three quickly or points in general at this point? CP3, nope. Has to bring it back out. Guarded by Pat Bev. CP3 getting a pick from Johnson. Now guarded by Morris. CP3 pump fakes. Now attacks. Step back jumper. No good. Bad shot selection. Not good at all. No picks, really. Oh, the Cam Johnson pick, it was too late, really. It was weird. Paul George can't make the icing on the cake. Mikal Bridges gets the rebound. Booker is going to draw a foul. So it's 3:40 to go, down 13. Pat Bev says, yep, I fouled him. Yep, I fouled him. All right, Devin Booker has it. Devin Booker attacks, kicks it out to Bridges. Another three opportunity, and there it is. Okay, big three hit there. It's back down to a 10-point game here with 3.5 to go. Can the Suns get a stop? Reggie Jackson navigating the offense. Gets to Paul George. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Paul George driving the lane now. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson's going to shoot a three. Boom. Icing on the cake. Oh, Suns now need to be in desperation mode. Down 13 with 3 to go. CP3 thought about a three, didn't like it. DeAndre Ayton gets the 2. Got to get some stops, though, and quick buckets. Phoenix just shot awful tonight. 88 points down the stretch. That's very out of character. Reggie Jackson driving. Doesn't really have anything, but he did it anyway. Little fake passes, get him a little separation, and he puts him back up by 13. CP3 is going to lose it off his own leg into Paul George's hands, and that's about it. Pat Bev in the corner. Bang. Dagger. Now it's 104-88, 16-point lead, and the Clippers are going to win Game 3 to hold home court advantage. And they will go to Game 4 in L.A. Phoenix will have to regroup and try to figure it out what went wrong here. And the main things that went wrong is Devin Booker and Chris Paul struggled. And that's honestly not all just them struggling. The Clippers had a lot to do with that. Mainly Patrick Beverley, but Reggie Jackson played well. Terrence Mann had a huge block on Devin Booker himself. This was a good defensive effort. As much as it was a lack of offense, it was a good defensive effort as well. But Devin Booker definitely missed some shots he normally could make. So I would imagine the Suns are going to come back, but they come back in the next game. But nonetheless, Clippers showed some moxie in this game. They showed that they're not dead. They're not going to get pushed over. Obviously, now they're not going to get swept. So the Clippers are not dead yet in this series. I still think the Suns will win it, but the Clippers have shown some good stuff tonight. Really strong defensive team. Really strong. Zubac played some really good minutes tonight. Made his free throws, 9 for 10 free throws. They had 24 as a team. Only 13 for the Suns. I would definitely say if you calculated the refs, I would say the refs definitely had a little bit of a sway to the Clippers, but as I said, Clippers definitely earned this win. They did a really good job. Reaction time, yeah. But, no, I got to get to bed. I'm going to watch a little bit of this Madden gameplay that Madison asked me to watch yesterday, and I forgot to watch. CP3 makes it 2, but that's a little too late. Still a 14-point game with 2 minutes to go. Reggie Jackson slowing it up. Is marinara sauce good with onion rings? I like marinara sauce with a lot of things, but what's good with onion ring is zesty sauce. Pat Bev waving goodbye to the Suns, knocks down a little turnaround, 16-point lead with a minute and a half. You say, hell no, why not? Why would marinara sauce be bad with onion rings? I mean, obviously it's better with cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks, but marinara sauce could be fine with onion rings. But I would say zesty sauce is the way to go. So go get some zesty sauce with onion rings. I'm known for really weird combinations. Because marinara sauce with onion rings sounds kind of gross. No, it's not bad. It wouldn't be that big a deal. I mean, maybe you just don't like onion rings. I love onion rings. I love onions. And, like, I really like onions. I could just eat onions. Maybe not just, like, plain out of the ground. That would get kind of old. But a cooked onion is really good. Mikal Bridges misses the 3. Yeah, everybody else out the game. And Moore gets a 2-pointer. 14-point game with a minute to go. All the bench players are in. Kennard misses the 3. They're going to jack up a 3 real quick. You got to do something. Can't take too long. Moore misses it. All right. That is the ball game. It's going to be roughly 106-92. They may get some garbage points, but the Clippers win Game 3. And there you go. Let's change this. Change this to just the Tim's Sports Talk thing. Yep, that is going to be the final score. Let's go ahead and watch this for a minute.
It seems like Madden 22 is the year that EA Sports finally started to take franchise mode seriously. We can see that as the first bit of info they've released about Madden 22 is on franchise mode. You guys have heard it from me, you've heard it from other people. Franchise mode has been completely revamped from top to bottom. As today they've released an all-access deep dive to actually show you the first bit of Madden 22 franchise gameplay. All new features, everything new about franchise mode in today's video. I haven't seen this yet, so we can react to it live and break down everything we see so you guys can see EA Sports is finally starting to take franchise mode seriously. Madden 22 is finally the year franchise mode takes a step in the right direction. And as of right now, it seems like EA Sports is trying their best for once not to let the franchise crowd down. So hopefully guys do enjoy today's Madden 22 franchise gameplay.
Okay, so I'm going to watch the one from Madden because it's 5 minutes long. And that sounds like what he's going to watch.
Hey everyone, Connor Dugan here, Senior Design Director on Madden NFL 22. Super excited to be here with you today to share some of the awesome work our teams are doing, specifically on franchise and Madden 22. Get ready, because we're about to go deep. Some new franchise features that we'll talk about today include franchise staff and new staff points, the importance of weekly strategy and the integration of dynamic game day on next-gen consoles, an enhanced season engine, franchise hub updates, tuning, and more.
Interesting.
With new franchise staff, you're in control of everything from the front office to the field. Franchise staff is meant to empower you to build, grow, and customize your coaching staff using a new RPG talent tree system, so you can build a team that fits your play style.
Oh, okay.
There will be more than 60 different talents to choose from at launch, with more to be added via our Madden 22 franchise live service plan. Plus, the #1 most requested improvement by our players to franchise is scouting. We're targeting September for the release of scouting through a live service update. Madden 22's revamped scouting feature will allow you to manage and assign your scouting staff with all new national and regional scouts. We'll have a whole new and much more in-depth system for uncovering details about your prospects, and just like real life, players will move up and down the draft board all season long. We'll have more to share on scouting later in the summer. Your franchise
The
staff is
scouting
in
was a
position.
big problem in Madden. That's was my least favorite thing because I like to do the scouting and I like the idea of scouting and stuff like that, but I had a big problem with that whole situation.
Head coach,
My friend Crystal has a friend
An
that can
offensive and a
swallow a
defensive
whole pickle.
coordinator.
Jeez Louise.
and a player personnel department.
Okay. Player personnel department, okay. Coordinators.
Now, I bet you're wondering about those new staff points we mentioned at the top. Staff points can be earned weekly by setting goals, playing your games, and completing objectives. Then, you can use staff points to upgrade your staff through coach talents. Easy, right? Next up, weekly strategy and dynamic game day integration. Each week in the NFL presents a new challenge for players, coaches, teams, and fans. Weekly strategy in Madden 22 is designed to mimic the dynamic environment while offering you the chance to confront and overcome various challenges in different ways. In essence, weekly strategy is really the core of your franchise experience. Who you play, where you play, and when you play all matter more than ever. Through next-gen stats and the dynamic game day integration, you'll be able to study your opponent's strengths and weaknesses with detailed statistical and play calling info. Manage your team's fatigue levels throughout the season by controlling practice intensity and reps between game days. Plus, you can assess your first half performance, make adjustments at halftime, and come out of the locker room better prepared for the second half. Because when game day happens, you can never be too ready. Here are some additional details on what you can expect to see in weekly strategy.
Choose a game plan. Choose a game plan focused on offense and defense. Each focus on identify the top threat on the opposing team. Focus will utilize next-gen stats and list of pros and cons about how each carries over into gameplay. Select a new weekly team goal that will reward you additional staff points. Okay.
NFL players, coaches, and GMs encounter a roller coaster of scenarios every day, every week, all season long. And the enhanced season engine in Madden 22 was built to emulate these true-to-life ups and downs of the NFL. Madden 22 will launch with over 35 scenarios and will add more as part of our continued franchise live service commitment. One example is the perfect chemistry scenario. During the season, an elite quarterback can trigger a tiered breakout for a young receiver. As the weeks go on, the challenges get tougher, but the rewards increase, giving you the chance to take a middling wide receiver and turn them into one of the league's rising stars.
I like
Scenarios
that.
this will
Yeah,
allow
that's
you to
another point that they should have. I'm glad they're addressing is it was really hard to develop average players into like to get the guy of like a Terry McLaurin that's nobody really knows of a third-round pick to be a guy that could be a boom all of a sudden huge, right? Or what's another good example? An Antonio Brown, right? A fourth-round pick, nobody really knows what, and then all of a sudden now he's the #1 receiver in the league, right? Like it was really hard to elevate a guy to that kind of level. You know what I mean? So I actually like that they're addressing that kind of thing, and I'm more curious about the
More fun
scouting
and
though.
engaging choices, goals, and challenges that lead to meaningful rewards in game. This expansive catalog of narrative-driven NFL content will start at launch and continue throughout the year, featuring new choices and challenges that are unique to each story, with an impact on both your on-field gameplay as well as your off-field decision-making. We've also completely revamped the Franchise Hub to make the most important information about your franchise more accessible to you. Some of the updates you will see on the new Franchise Hub include an activities list that displays what you need to do each week, your goals for the week, so you know what you need to accomplish to earn rewards, an updated news screen that keeps you informed of the top stories and reactions from around the league, faster access to roster management screens like signing free agents, adjusting your depth chart, or trading for players, a league tab that surfaces more data to your league versus hunting for information in your stat screens, and a member screen for your online franchise that is easily accessible. Thanks for spending your time with us to learn more about what's new in franchise in Madden NFL 22. Stay tuned for EA Sports Madden NFL 22 channels for more information on the game ahead of the worldwide launch on August 20th, 2021.
All right, interesting. Very interesting. I like it. I like the idea here. It's actually really good. I hope that it's more fun because the scouting was definitely the number one issue in my opinion. It was just a crapshoot of who you were gonna get that was a decent player, and then I like, as I said, that you can kind of elevate certain players to the next like tier list of they all of a sudden could be one of the best players in the league if you hit the certain goals that they're telling you to do. Hopefully we'll get Madden 22 on the Switch. Like the Nintendo Switch? Oh, interesting. I don't know. Is Madden not usually on the Switch? I think Nintendo is like exclusive titles only, right? Like Nintendo... Does Nintendo usually like get other games? I'm not sure. But I don't know. It's interesting. Hopefully... Oh yeah, there's that stupid thing, whatever you call it. Cover. Yep, there's that stupid cover there. But, alright, I'm going to get off here. I got to go make a recap of this game real quick to be able to post that, and then we'll go from there. But it was fun. Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and I will see you again tomorrow. Probably. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. I think tomorrow. Won't stream on Saturday for sure, but maybe tomorrow. It's up in the air. But you'll see videos from me tomorrow. I'll definitely post some videos. Anyway, until next time. See ya!